At 112° east longitude and 39° north latitude of the globe, locates an old place in modern fashion. It is Dalиан. The long coastline witnessed the growth of the city, out of a little fishing village into a city of metropolitan romance. This piece of romantic territory is always fashioned in blue. Here, the wrestle between the gentle sea and the solid rocks has continued for millions of years, and nature has created the fantastic golden pebble beach. The great geological changes find their memories recorded in a collection of the Geological Museum. The excitement and exaltation revel in the Discovery Kingdom. The ideal golf courses winds away along the seashore. All these add more charm to the pleasant scenery. Here, in Lishun, the long vistas of its history is revealed with a quiet and secluded atmosphere. The aged buildings, though exposed to all kinds of weather, still express people with the gentle softness. The explicit demarcation line dividing the Yellow Sea and the Bohai Sea brings about plenty of pretty marine legends. The mysterious Snake Islands provides the natural habitat for the palace pit vipers. Along the meandering Binhai Road, a panorama of 40 kilometers long picturesque scenery unrolls itself. On the one side of the Binhai Road lies the western Misty Sea, while on the other rest the graded hills in gray. Binhai Road reveals the preference of the Dalиан people. It serves as an excellent channel for the harmonious romance between human beings and nature. The sunshine, the beaches, and the sea endow the people of Dalиан with a seashore life. Not only does the sea provide the people of Dalиан with the scenic wonders, it also enriches the nutritious menu for the Dalиan people. The sea cucumber, abalone, scallop, prawn, and the purple urchin are the specialities of Dalиан. These delicacies compose an indispensable element of the coastal tour. The sea is the soul of Dalиан. It nourishes the romance and fashion of the city. Like the all-embracing sea, Dalиан is a city of absorbent capacity. Architecture composes the static symphony of the city. Walking in the streets is no less than visiting an international exhibition of architecture. Each of the expressions inscribes a memory. Each of the designs shows condensed embodiment of a nation's culture. The delicate Oriental beauty and the Occidental simplicity and gorgeousness find each other a good company in Dalиan. They serve as a good example of architectural combination of grace and fashion, of antiquity and modernization, and of exoticism and tradition. Dalиan is the first city that is awarded the World Environment 500 in China. It is one of the most favorable residential places for people and a paradise for shopping. Dalиan is endowed with naturally fine harbor. The Yantai-Dalиan train ferry under construction will bring to reality the legend of carrying the train across the sea. The railroads, the waterways, and the airways connect Dalиan to the world. The local transportation reaches every corner, and the cable car has been a dynamic scenery for a century in the city. Being adept at accepting and absorbing, Dalиan's city culture is becoming abundant and multiple. In Dalиan, no matter what background you possess, you will feel at home and develop your own telepathy with that of the city. The sea endows the city with intelligence. It also nurtures the warm-hearted and forthright people of Dalиan. The people of Dalиan especially like festivals. They enjoy making happy stories in their city with comfort and leisure. When the autumn wind brings coolness, the city will celebrate the fashion festival. Dalian International Fashion Festival is the carnival season for all citizens in Dalian. It is also a stage for international communication and cooperation. There are always so many new festivals marked in the calendar of Dalian. Dalian Locust Festival, Dalian International Beach Culture Festival, Dalian International Beer Carnival, to name only a few. They fill the city with surges of passion and vigor. The people of Dalian think of a vivid comparison of their squares. The squares are their own parlors at home. Squares are the joints and lawns of the city. Their streets radiate far into the blocks and communities to construct the basic frame of the city. The squares are multifunctional in Dalian. Emotional tie, friendship, and love arise from the squares. The cultivation of mind also takes place in the squares. With love for nature and with respect for life, Dalian people elaborately create the habitat for our animal friends. And because of this, the life of Dalian people is full of tenderness and fashion. Being poetic and full of fantasy forms the definition of romance. Sunshine, sandy beaches, and the sea blend together to define the romance of Dalian's summer. Hot spring, skiing, and shopping join together to define the romance of Dalian's winter. Poetic squares are the space for the city to advocate her romance. Architecture of various styles witness the past and simultaneously frames the future. The sea fosters the city, providing the city with fresh air and seafood delicacies. The Golden Pebble Beach and Lushun present wonderful places for leisure and holiday, functioning as the footnote of romance in Dalian. Various tourist festivals in large scale harmonize the joyful notes into a romantic tune. The warm-hearted people in Dalian, with their enthusiasm and smile, will move their guests and gain friendship. Dalian, the city of romance, is a book with exquisiteness in fashion. It will overwhelm you with poetic journey.